The twin sons of Tatooine beat down mercilessly on the Boonta Eve Classic pod race arena as thousands of spectators roar their approval. In the starting grid, 9-year-old Anakin Skywalker grips the controls of his custom-built pod racer, his small hands trembling with a mixture of excitement and terror. This is it. Everything depends on this race, his freedom, his mother's freedom, and the fate of the 2 Jedi who need hyperdrive parts to save a queen and her people. No pressure for a 9-year-old kid, right? Remember, Anakin, feel, don't think. Trust your instincts. But Sebulba, the reigning champion and notorious cheater, has other plans. As the Dug Racer revs his engines, he catches Anakin's eye and draws a finger across his throat, a universal gesture that needs no translation. The race begins with a thunderous roar of engines that shakes the very foundations of the arena. Anakin's pod racer lurches forward, but something's wrong. His left engine sputters, coughs, and begins to fall behind the pack. Come on, not now! Within the first lap, it becomes clear that this isn't going to be the miraculous victory everyone hoped for. Anakin's pod racer, damaged by Sebulba's sabotage the night before, simply can't keep up with the professional racing machines. Ha! I knew that boy would fail. No human can do it. In the stands, Shmi Skywalker watches her son's dreams crumble in real time. She knows what this means, not just for Anakin, but for both of them. They'll remain slaves, forever. When Anakin finally limps across the finish line in dead last place, the arena has already begun to empty. The crowd's attention has moved on to the winner, Sebulba, naturally, and the small human boy who dared to dream of freedom is quickly forgotten. Back at Watto's junkyard, the aftermath of the failed gamble plays out with brutal efficiency. Qui-Gon Jinn, the legendary Jedi Master, stands before a gloating Watto with nothing to show for his bold plan. Too bad about the boy, eh, Jedi? But a deal's a deal. No winnings, no parts, and certainly no freedom for my slaves. The boy did his best. Perhaps we can work out another arrangement. No arrangements. You lost, I won. Now get off my property before I call the Hutts. Anakin stands in the doorway with his mother, watching the Jedi who had promised him so much walk away empty-handed. The boy who had dreamed of becoming a Jedi, of freeing his mother, of seeing the galaxy, realizes that some dreams are just too big for a slave boy from Tatooine. I'm sorry, Annie. I know how much this meant to you. It's okay, Mom. Maybe we weren't meant to be free. Those words, maybe we weren't meant to be free, coming from her 9-year-old son, break something fundamental inside Shmi Skywalker. This is what slavery does. It doesn't just chain the body, it chains the spirit, the hope, the very ability to dream. Aboard the Naboo Royal Starship, Qui-Gon's return is met with anxious faces and desperate questions. Queen Amidala, still disguised as her handmaiden Padme, steps forward with barely concealed hope. Master Jedi, were you able to secure the parts we need? I'm afraid not, Your Highness. The boy, he tried his best, but it wasn't enough. Master, what are our options? We can't stay here indefinitely. The Trade Federation blockade is still in place. Without hyperdrive repairs, we're trapped in this system. The reality of their situation settles over the group like a shroud. Without the hyperdrive parts, they can't reach Coruscant. Without reaching Coruscant, they can't get help for Naboo. And without help for Naboo, Queen Amidala's people will remain under Trade Federation occupation. There is another way, but it's dangerous. Master? We take the parts by force. A surgical strike on Watto's junkyard. In and out before anyone can stop us. Master, that's theft. It goes against everything the Jedi stand for. Sometimes, Padawan, we must choose between our principles and the greater good. An entire planet's freedom hangs in the balance. I won't ask you to compromise your beliefs for us, Master Jedi. We'll find another way. Your Highness, with respect, there is no other way. And I've already compromised my beliefs by gambling with a child's freedom. What's one more compromise if it saves millions of lives? That night, under the cover of Tatooine's twin moons, 2 Jedi move through the streets of Mos Espa like ghosts. They're not the noble peacekeepers they once were. Desperation has turned them into thieves. Master, I still think there has to be another way. Sometimes, Obi-Wan, the Force puts us in impossible situations. We can only choose the path that serves the greater good. They work quickly and efficiently, their Jedi training making them nearly invisible in the darkness. Within minutes, they've located the T-14 hyperdrive generator they needed. Thieves! Jedi thieves in my junkyard! But Watto was ready for them. The Toydrarian's greed is matched only by his cunning, and he's prepared for exactly this scenario. We don't want trouble, Watto, we just need these parts. Trouble? You Jedi break into my property, steal my merchandise, and don't want trouble? Too late for that. Master Qui-Gon, what's happening? The sight of the boy, the child whose freedom he gambled away, whose dreams he helped destroy, looking at him with confusion and trust, breaks something inside Qui-Gon Jinn. Stand down, Obi-Wan, we've fallen far enough. Master? We came here as Jedi, we leave as common criminals. Hours later, Qui-Gon sits alone in a dingy cantina, staring into a glass of Corellian whiskey. The weight of his failures presses down on him like a desert heat, oppressive and inescapable. Master, we need to discuss our next move. Next move? We're stranded on a backwater desert planet with no money, no parts, and no options. What next move? The Council will send help when we don't report in. By then, Naboo will have fallen completely. The Trade Federation will have consolidated their control, and thousands will have died. All because I couldn't win a child's freedom in a rigged race. Master, you can't blame yourself for it, can't I? I sensed the boy's potential, his connection to the Force. I convinced myself he was the chosen one, that the Force would guide him to victory. But what if I was wrong? What if the Force doesn't care about our grand destinies and prophecies? Excuse me, but I couldn't help overhearing. You're the Jedi who tried to free the Skywalker boy, aren't you? Who's asking? Name's Cliegg Lars. I'm a moisture farmer, but I've got some credits saved up. Been thinking about buying that boy and his mother for a while now. Why would you want to buy slaves? To free them. Lost my wife a few years back, and I've been thinking about starting a family again. That Shmi Skywalker seems like a good woman. And the boy? Well, he deserves better than slavery. The next morning brings an unexpected turn of events. Cliegg Lars, true to his word, arrives at Watto's junkyard with a bag full of credits and a determination to change 2 lives forever. This is good money, Lars, but the woman and the boy together? That's expensive merchandise. It's everything I have. Take it or leave it. Mom, do you think? Don't get your hopes up, Annie. We've been disappointed before. Fine. But I want them off my property within the hour. And Lars, if they cause you any trouble, don't come crying to me. For the first time in their lives, Anakin and Shmi Skywalker are free. Not through Jedi intervention or miraculous victories, but through the simple kindness of a lonely farmer who saw suffering and chose to act. At least some good has come from this disaster. Master, we still need to find a way off this planet. Send a message to the Council. Tell them we need immediate extraction. Naboo will have to find another way to save itself. Weeks pass and the Lars moisture farm becomes home to an unlikely family. Cliegg and Shmi's relationship blossoms into genuine love, while Anakin struggles to adapt to his new life as a free boy on a farm. Boy's got a real gift with machines. Never seen anything like it. He's always been special. Sometimes I wonder what he might have become if things had been different. But freedom, Anakin discovers, doesn't automatically heal the wounds of slavery. The dreams of becoming a Jedi, of seeing the galaxy, of being something more than a moisture farmer still burn within him like twin suns. In secret, he begins building a new pod racer, determined to prove that his loss in the Boonta Eve Classic was just a fluke. If he can win races, maybe he can earn enough credits to buy passage off Tatooine. Maybe he can still find the Jedi and fulfill his destiny. I'm going to race again, Mom. I'm going to win this time. And then I'm going to find Master Qui-Gon and become a Jedi. Oh, Annie, you're free now. You have a family who loves you, a home, a future. Why do you want to throw that away chasing impossible dreams? Because I'm meant for something more. I can feel it. The Force is strong with me. Master Qui-Gon said so. The Force may be strong with you, but that doesn't mean you have to leave everything behind to use it. You can be special right here with us. Meanwhile, on Coruscant, the Jedi Council deals with the aftermath of the Naboo crisis. Without Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan's intervention, the Trade Federation's occupation became permanent, turning the peaceful planet into a corporate-controlled world. The situation on Naboo has stabilized, but not in our favor. Queen Amidala was forced to sign a treaty legitimizing the Trade Federation's control. Failed we have. Protect the innocent, our duty it was. What of Masters Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan? Their report mentioned a boy with unusual force sensitivity. A slave boy on Tatooine. Qui-Gon believed he might be the chosen one, but his midi-chlorian count, while high, wasn't unprecedented. And given his failure in the pod race, perhaps it's for the best that he remains where he is. The will of the Force this may be. Not all with power are meant for the Jedi path. And so, the Jedi Council closes the book on Anakin Skywalker, the boy who might have been the chosen one, but instead became just another moisture farmer on a backwater world. 5 years pass. Anakin, now 14, has grown into a capable young man, but the fire in his eyes has dimmed. The dreams of Jedi glory have been replaced by the practical concerns of moisture farming and helping support his new family. His technical genius hasn't diminished. If anything, it's grown stronger. The Lars farm now boasts the most efficient moisture collection system in the region, all thanks to Anakin's innovations. That boy of yours is something special, Shmi. Never seen anyone understand machines the way he does. He is special. I just hope he's found peace with the life he has. But peace is a fragile thing on Tatooine, and the galaxy has a way of finding those who try to hide from their destiny. The attack comes at dawn, when the family is most vulnerable. Tusken raiders, emboldened by recent successes against other moisture farms, descend on the Lars homestead like a sandstorm of violence. Shmi, get to the house! Anakin, help me! For the first time since the pod race, Anakin feels the Force flowing through him, not with the joy and wonder of his childhood, but with cold, focused rage. Tuskens have threatened his family, and that is unforgivable. The battle is brief but decisive. Anakin's Force-enhanced reflexes and marksmanship turn the tide, driving off the raiders and saving his family, but the cost is higher than anyone realizes. Annie, are you alright? I'm fine, Mom. They won't bother us again. That evening, as the family shares dinner, the events of the day hang over them like a storm cloud. Cliegg's wounds are bandaged, but the psychological impact runs deeper. Son, what you did today, I've never seen shooting like that. It's like you knew where they were going before they did. I got lucky. It wasn't luck, Annie. That was the Force. The Force? You mean like the Jedi? The Jedi had their chance with me. They chose not to take it. Maybe that was for the best. Look at the life you have here. You're free. You're loved. You have a family. And what happens the next time raiders attack? Or slavers? Or the Hutts decide they want our farm? I can protect us, but only if I'm strong enough. Anakin, strength isn't just about fighting. It's about knowing when not to fight. Tell that to the Tuskens I killed today. Tell that to everyone who's ever tried to hurt our family. Killed? Annie, you said you drove them off. I did what I had to protect us, and I'll do it again if I have to. 10 years pass, and Anakin Skywalker has become one of the most successful moisture farmers on Tatooine. His innovations have revolutionized water collection across the planet, and his reputation as someone who can solve problems, sometimes through negotiation, sometimes through force, has made him a local leader. The solution is simple: we share the water rights equally, and anyone who tries to take more than their share answers to me. But his methods have grown increasingly pragmatic over the years. Where once he might have sought compromise, now he often imposes solutions through the sheer force of his personality and his growing reputation. He's married now to a local girl named Beru who sees the good in him that others sometimes miss. They have children of their own, and Anakin has become the patriarch of an extended family that includes his aging mother. Remember, Luke, machines respond to understanding, not force. Feel how the components want to work together. I can feel it, Dad. It's like the machine is alive. That's because everything is connected, son. The Force flows through all things. Machines, people, even moisture vaporators. Anakin, maybe we shouldn't fill the boy's head with talk about the Force. Look what it did to you. What it did to me was make me strong enough to protect his family. Luke needs to understand his heritage. Over the years, Anakin's influence has grown beyond moisture farming. His reputation for solving problems has attracted the attention of smugglers, traders, and even some of Jabba's lieutenants. He's become a power broker in the Outer Rim, someone who can make things happen. The Hutts are impressed with your work, Skywalker. They want to offer you a more permanent arrangement. I'm not interested in working for the Hutts, but I'm willing to work with them as equals. Equals? You're just a moisture farmer. I'm much more than that, and the Hutts know it. But Anakin's growing influence hasn't gone unnoticed with the Empire. As his network of contacts and his reputation for solving problems through unconventional means spreads, Imperial intelligence begins to take notice of the moisture farmer who seems to have unusual abilities. If you enjoyed part 1 of this story, be sure to check back on part 2, coming soon.